Hi everyone, can I get a quick confirmation in the chat box regarding the sounds? Am I loud and clear? Yes. Make it fast, people, everyone, make it fast. Give me a quick confirmation in the chat box. Give me a quick confirmation in the chat box regarding the sounds. Loud and clear, no? Good. So last week we started one of the most difficult and important chapters for your accounting area in your commerce subject. That's the double entry. So quickly take the paper, people. I asked you all to take a piece of paper and I asked you all to write the double entry last year. Quickly take that paper. Did you all take it? Did you all take it? Come on, people. I need the confirmation. Did you all take the paper? Give the confirmation quickly. Last week, I asked you all to write the double entries in a piece of paper. So you should have that paper hereafter for each and every class that you are joining. Without that, you can't study. Quickly take it. Yes. Good. So now let's jump to the next question. The question number 2. The question number 2. Okay. So people will do the question number 2 as per the A-level system first. We'll get the clear picture. Then we'll move to the O-level system. Okay. So let's do by taking the T accounts, by using the T accounts first. Then we'll move to the other one. Let me open up an Excel sheet. Cool. So let's take transaction by transaction. Transaction number 1. You all tell me, people. Introduced capital. Introduced capital. So if you introduce capital, what are the two things will increase? What are the two things will increase? One of the asset is increasing. One of your asset is increasing. Which asset is increasing? Cash asset. And who is investing this money? Owner is investing this money. Owner. So your equity is increasing. Equity increasing. So one side, your cash asset is increasing. Other side, your equity is increasing. Capital account. Capital account. You tell me, people, by looking at the paper, asset increases is a what record? Asset increases is a what record? Debit record. Debit record. Equity increases is a what record? Equity increases is a what record? Credit record. Credit record. So people write down the double entry first. Write the question number question 2 කියලා ලියන්න හැමෝම. question number 2 කියලා ලියන්න හැමෝම. Write it. Then write the first entry. Write the first entry. Asset increase in debit, equity increase in credit. Now in this question, we have 30 adjustments. 30 adjustments. Okay. Leave in your book. You will have to leave 90 lines. 90 lines. 90. Anuak. Leave 90 lines. 90 line means I think in CR book 3 sides, if I'm not mistaken. Can someone confirm? In CR book 3 sides. 90 line means in CR book 3 sides. Can someone confirm? Can someone confirm it? One page, 33 lines. Okay, no problem. Leave like 3 sides of a CR. Leave like 3 sides. Patituna, not 3 pages. 3 sides. 3 sides like this. This is one side and this is another side. Likewise, 3 sides. 3 sides. Harida. Harida. Did you all leave 3 sides? Harida Lamai. Give a confirmation in the chat box. Yes. Now, put down the T account for the cash people. Put down the T account for the cash. Cash එක දාද්දි ළමයි for the cash account. For the cash account. I would say maybe for you to leave like for the cash account, put down the T maybe for like 15 lines. 15 lines. What I asked was, in your book, I asked you to leave after you write this double entry. After you write this double entry for the question number 2, I asked you to leave 3 sides of your CR book. 90 lines of your CR book. If you are not doing what I am telling people, you will mess up everything for sure. Listen carefully and do. After writing question number 2, write this double entry. After writing this double entry, leave 3 sides of your book. 90 lines of your book. 3 sides. Then prepare the first T account. Cash account for like maybe 15 lines. You have to take it for like 15 lines because cash account is going to be little huge. It's going to be little huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here you have the debit side. Here you have the credit side. Yes, this is after leaving 90 sides. After leaving 90 sides. 90 page. Not 90 pages. Not 90 pages, Metula. 90 lines. So understand why did I ask you to leave 90 lines? Can anyone tell me why? Why I might have asked you to leave 90 lines? What can be the reason? What can be the reason? Can any student tell me? Why did I ask you to leave 90 lines before preparing these T accounts? To write all the double entries of these 30 transactions. Like what we wrote here. Like what we wrote here. We are going to write how many double entries? We are going to write 30 double entries. 30 double entries like this. So, where 30 ma liyanna thamai I ask you to leave 90 lines. Where 30 ma liyanna thamai I ask you to leave 90 lines like this. We are going to write like this 30 double entries. 30 double entries. So that's why I asked you to leave 90 lines. After leaving 90 lines, put down the cash account. Put down the cash account. Done. Done. Cash accounts height should be there for like 15 lines. Huh? Cash accounts height should be there for like 15 lines. Done the lamai tagalaki and done the now same way, prepare the capital account. Capital account. Like what we did last week. But for the capital account people, having like maybe 5 lines are enough. For the capital account, having like 5 lines are enough. Yes, yes. So T accounts one after another, you can prepare it. Huh? T accounts one after another. So understand again what I am telling. Listen carefully. 90 lines I asked you to leave to write these 30 double entries. After writing all the double entries only, we have to prepare the T accounts. So T accounts, all the T accounts, you have to draw one after another after leaving that 90 lines for the double entries. So quickly give me a confirmation in the chat box. 15. Like 15 lines, keep it for the cash account. For the cash account, leave like 15 lines. 15 lines. For the capital account, take like maybe 5 lines. 5 lines. Okay. So now write the values, people. What are the values? 900,000. 900,000. Cash account, debit 900,000. Capital account, credit 900,000. Cash account, debit 900,000. Capital account, credit 900,000. Credit 900,000. Now switch the names. Switch the names. Switch the names. Here you write capital. Here you write cash. So I'll just write and keep the transaction number also, people. So later on, when you are referring, it will be easy for you. done, finish, finish, done. Now let's move to the second one. Second one. So first few only I'll be doing it in a little slow pace, people. After that, I'll be increasing the speed. Once you are done with the transaction, tick. Purchased equipment. Everyone tell me equipment is what for the business? Equipment is what for the business? Everyone tell me. Asset for the business. Asset for the business. Asset. So you have purchased it for 50,000. So one asset is increasing. One asset is increasing. What asset is increasing? Equipment asset. Equipment asset. 50,000. But one asset is decreasing. Which asset is decreasing? Your cash asset is decreasing. Cash asset, because you are purchasing by paying cash. 50,000. Now everyone tell me asset increases is what record? Asset increases is what record? Keep the paper with you. Keep the paper with you. Debit. Asset decreases is a what record? Asset decreases is a what record? It's a credit. It's a credit. Equipment account debit. Equipment account debit. Cash account credit. Cash account credit. Equipment account debit. Cash account credit. Okay. Equipment account debit. Cash account credit. First 5 transaction, I'll be doing it very slow, people. Then I'll be increasing the speed. So now open up an account for the equipment also. Open up an account for the equipment also. Maybe like 4-5 lines are enough for the equipment account also. Equipment account. Now look at this. Cash account, equipment debit, cash credit. Equipment debit, cash account credit. So we are writing everything in one account, people, not like last week. Last week for each transaction we opened account. No. Today we are not going to do that, people. Everything in one account. So now switch the names. Here you write equipment and here you write cash. Cash. So this is the transaction number 2. Then later on when you are referring the book, you know. Dannan done එක දාන්න ළමයි. People, another one more thing I'll tell you. Better if you can do a better, not a must. It's better if you can do T accounts when you are drawing. If you can draw without using the ruler, good. When you are drawing the T accounts, if you can draw without using the ruler, good. So just give a try and see. Time saving, to save time. To save time. But you got to practice a lot. නැත්තම් ඕක යනවා මෙහි යනවා ඉරි නිකන් තියේ මෙහෙම. පොත ගැත වෙන්නත් බෑ. පොත ගැත වෙන්නත් බෑ. Okay. Third one. Purchase goods. Now there is a very, very important learning thing. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. There is a very, very important learning. Write down this note. After that, I'll explain. everyone. If business purchase inventory of good or stock or main trading item, any place that you want, any place. Important note somehow. ඔළුවේ ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් තාම හොඳයි. If you can write on your head, it's much more better. Any place, people. If business purchase inventory or good or stock or main trading item, all the words are same, people. All the words are same. Under that, write down the first point. As per the accounting equation chapter, as per the accounting equation chapter, asset will increase. Asset will increase. Stock or inventory or good asset. Next line, write down. Next line, write down. However, for all other chapters inside the brackets, except for accounting equation, purchase of inventory slash good or stock or main trading item will lead to increase of the purchase account. Purchase account. Inside the brackets, which is an expense account. Which is an expense account. Therefore, purchase of inventory or good or stock or main trading item will lead to increase in expenses. Very, very important note. Very important. Once you are done writing, let me know, people. Once you are done writing, let me know. I got only one done. Where others? Good. Listen carefully, people. Everyone read the note another one more time. If the business purchase inventory, as per the accounting equation chapter, asset will increase. However, for all other chapters except for the accounting equation, purchase of the inventory is considered as an expense, not as an asset. Point to remember. Reason you will understand, people, not now when we are doing the financial statements for a business people. That is there in grade 13. So now you got to just keep in your mind, people, what is the note? What is the note? Stock purchase is there, no stock O, inventory O. Good purchase is there, no? As per the accounting equation chapter, people, as per the accounting equation chapter, as per the note that I gave you, what is increasing, people? What is increasing? Everyone tell me. As per the accounting equation chapter, what is increasing, people? Everyone tell me. As per the, no, read the note properly, everyone. Read. Vinuti especially. Read the note properly and tell me, as per the accounting equation chapter, as per the accounting equation chapter, as per the accounting equation chapter. Petula, very nice. Over that, Nepa. I was shocked for a moment. Asset only will increase. And remaining all other chapters, all other chapters, purchase of the main stock, the main item, the main inventory, main good will lead to increase of what, people? Increase of what, people? Everyone tell me. Everyone tell me. Increase of what? Read the note and tell me. Expense. Which expense? The purchase expense for the purchase account. So now Yunus is asking a question, but during the exam, they won't mention what chapter is the question related to. Accounting equation chapter, you know, that is accounting equation chapter, because the question will be there from the accounting equation. So if you are getting questions from the accounting equation, it is directly related to the accounting equation chapter. So you know it is a question from the accounting equation chapter. If that is the case, you know, then you tell me purchase of the inventory will lead to increase of the asset. So in the exam, you can clearly find out. In the exam, you can clearly find out. If they give a question with the accounting equation, we did how many equation questions? We did how many equations questions? Accounting equation questions. How many equation questions? So by giving that accounting equation, if they talk about assets, everyone tell me. You got to bloody reply, people. If you can't bloody reply, don't stay in the class. Please get out of the class and get the bloody recording and watch the recording. Why the hell I'm emphasizing this one so much, people? If you didn't get this freaking basics properly, you can't do bloody account. Simple as that. So without being bloody lazy, okay, make sure to bloody reply if I emphasize on something. Harida. So if they give a question with the accounting equation that we studied in the previous chapter, bloody asset equals equity plus liability. ඔන්න ඔය මගුල දීලා stock එක ගැන කතා කරොත් stock එක ගැන කතා කරොත් stock එක ගැන කතා කරොත් if we purchase a stock, it is increasing what, people tell me? It is increasing what? Everyone tell me. In the accounting equation chapter ke stock එක ගැන කතා කරොත් it is increasing the assets. In all other chapters, stock එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? asset එකක්ද නැත්නම් වෙන මගුලක්ද? In all other chapters, stock එක කියන්නේ asset එකක්ද වෙන මගුලක්ද? Asset is an expense. Under which account? Under which account we will maintain the stock? Under which account we will maintain the stock in all other chapters? Under the purchase account. Under the purchase account. Do not forget. අමතක කරොත් ගෙදරට ඇවිල්ලා එල්ලනවා. Fan එක. Do not forget. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Purchase of goods. Purchase of goods. Tell me one account that you have to record it. Purchase of goods. එක account එක record කරන්න ඕන. අන්න කිව්වා. විනිති මොන asset එකේ account එකද කියන්න බලන්න. මොන asset account එකේද කියන්න බලන්න. Purchase of goods මොන asset account එකේද ලියන්න කියන්න බලන්න. මේ තුලත් කියන්නකෝ මොන asset account එකේද ලියන්න කියන්න බලන්න. Tell me. Oh, you all are telling me it's asset account. Tell me which asset account. Purchase of goods, which asset account? Which asset account? Tell me. Tell me that first. Unity and Metula. You all said no asset account. Which asset account? Tell me that. Purchase of goods is not an asset for all other chapters. It is an asset only for the accounting equation chapter. Purchase of goods. For all other chapters, it is an expense. Do not forget these basic fundamentals. I took more than 15 minutes just to explain this part. Do not forget. So write, people. Everyone write it. Third transaction. Purchase account is expense. Purchase account is expense. How much? 80,000 worth inventory. 80,000 worth inventory. Everyone tell me, you are purchasing on cash or you are purchasing on credit? You are purchasing on cash or you are purchasing on credit? Credit. Then what is increasing? What is increasing? Our liability is increasing. Our trade creditor liability is increasing. Trade creditor liability is increasing. Trade creditor account liability increasing. Now everyone tell me, expense increases is a what record? Expense increases is a what record? Debit record. Liability increases is a what record? Liability increases is a what record? A credit record. Purchase debit, trade creditors credit. Purchase debit, trade creditors credit. Purchase debit, trade creditors credit. Now go and open two T accounts, people. T accounts දෙකක් අරගන්න. Purchase account, debit, trade creditors credit. Trade creditors account credit. $80,000. Now you switch the names. Here you write purchase. Here you write trade creditors. If you are done, post a letter D in the chat box. Done. Next one. Paid the telephone bill. Owner's house. In accounting equation chapter also we learn. If we pay any personal payment of the owner, we will consider it as what? We will consider it as owner magulak drawings. Owner magulak give drawings. 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 Account. Drawings will increase the equity or decrease the equity. Everyone tell me. Drawings will increase the equity or decrease the equity. Decrease the equity. Good. And people, we are paying from our business money. Business money is going out. Our money is going out. Mara fellow. Business cash is decreasing. 5,000. 5,000. Now everyone tell me. Equity decreases is what record? Equity decreases is what record? Check and tell me, yeah. Equity buying එක. Because drawings, no. Drawings reducing the equity. Check the paper. Check the paper and tell me. Equity decreases is what record? Debit record. Asset decreases. Asset decreases. Check the paper. Credit record. Credit record. Drawings debit, cash, credit. Drawings debit, cash, credit. Drawings debit, cash, credit. Drawings debit, cash, credit. So we don't have a drawings account. Accounts. Whatever the place that I'm getting, I will prepare the accounts. You check and write it properly. Drawings account. Drawings debit, cash, credit. Now switch the names. Here you can write drawings. Here you can write cash. Drawings debit, cash credit. Done. Done the done. The next one. So once you are done with the transaction, put a tick. Cash sale. Cash 5,000. Yanu, thank you. Zimana, thank you. Mondalame. 5,000 no man. You all are not telling also. 5,000. Either take 80,000. Zimana, thank you. Very good. You are very focused. You are very focused. So notice 5,000. 5,000, 5,000. Okay, next one. Cash sales. Sales, getting cash. Simple no me. Getting cash. Getting cash. එන්නේ මොනවද සල්ලි. එනවා සල්ලි. Asset increasing. Asset increasing. Which asset increasing? Cash asset is increasing. And everyone tell me sales is what for the business? Sales is expense for the business. Neither. Alamai. Sales is expense for the business. Neither. Sales is income for the business. Income. Income increases. Income increases. What is the amount? 50,000. Now everyone check and tell me. Asset increases, debit kila danwane. Income increases is what? Income increases is what? Everyone check. Income increases is what? Check the paper. Check the paper. Income increases is what? Check the paper. Credit. Super. Cash debit, sales credit. 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 Fourth adjustment, Vinuti. So simply answer my questions, Vinuti. Simply answer my questions. Here, paid a telephone bill. Whose telephone bill? Tell me that first. Quickly tell me. Quickly tell me. Whose telephone bill is that? Oh, apayed the telephone bill. Apayed the uge. Uge. Uge bill කවුද ගෙවන්න ඕනේ? ඌගේ bill කවුද ගෙවන්න ඕනේ? අපිට ගෙවන්න. Bugger's bill should we have to pay? Or should he? He should pay. His bill he should pay. Let him look after his payments. In the accounting equation chapter also I took the same example. After that he will come and tell, make the payment for my daughter's class. Make the payment for my son's class. For his son, he should make the payment. Why the hell we should make the payment? So I clearly told in the accounting equation chapter, if business from our pocket, if we make any payment of the bloody owner, any payment of the owner, who get personal payment, any personal payment of the owner, we will consider it as what? Tell me. We will consider it as what? In accounting equation chapter, I can remember more than 4 adjustments I did in the same part. We will consider it as what? If from my pocket, which is now we are working for the business, no, we are not working for the bloody owner. Owner go. We are working for the business. So from our pocket, from the business pocket, if we make any personal payment of the owner, we will consider it as what, Vinuti? Quickly tell me. ඔයාට ඕකට ආන්සර් එක දෙන්න බෑ කියන්නේ ඔයා මගේ accounting equation classes miss කරලා තියෙනවා. ඔයා එහෙම miss කරලා recording උත් ඔයා බලලා නැත්නම් එහෙනම් ඒක ඔයාගේ වැරද්ද. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. If business pays any personal payment of the owner, I gave a clear note also. So classes miss කරලා ඇවිල්ලා ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න බෑ. We will consider it as what? Any personal payment of the වැරදි. Wrong. That indicates you have not referred your book at least one time. You have not done your homework properly. If not, you have missed the classes for sure. And after missing the classes, you have not filled the note also. If you have watched the video and you have filled the note, if you have filled the note, by the time you would have known the answer. All other students are giving the answer. If business pays any freaking personal payment of the owner, it is drawings. Any transaction has 2 impacts. That's what we learned in the accounting equation chapter. One is drawings. Other one only cash. First one is drawings. Other one only cash. So drawings is a reduction of equity. Drawings is reduction of equity reduction. And from other end, yes, our money is going out. Our cash also decreased. Any transaction will have 2 impacts. A lot of students are not thinking that. Drawings. Salli vitara giye. Salli vitara නෙමෙයි. 2 impacts are there. Any transaction. Cash sales. Cash sales salli ඇතුළට නෙමෙයි. Two impacts are there. Cash sales means sales also increasing, cash also increasing. Any transaction has 2 impacts. Only invested capital. Only invested capital. Salli vitara නෙමෙයි. Any transaction has 2 impacts. Capital also increasing, cash also increasing. So not thinking that. හිතන්න නැතුව නිකන් ඉන්න. එහෙම බෑ. So why I am putting so much of effort? Why I am putting so much of effort for you to get these things properly, people? Because accounts, you got to have the base properly. ඔයාගේ base එක හොඳයි නම් විතරයි ළමයි ඔයාට accounts හරියට කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් your entire life will be miserable. Simple as that. So accounts, they should be strong. So if you all have missed any classes, I am not telling only to you, I am telling in general. In general. Note again, if you all miss any bloody classes, people, I don't have a pen anywhere to record these recordings and classes and put it into a different LMS separately. LMS එකට දාලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට class එක access දීලා recordings දීලා I am spending a big amount for the LMS to keep it in the server. How much of recording that I am uploading to the server? For all those things, I am spending so much of money. By doing all these things, still if you all are not referring to the whatever the missed classes, people, I'm putting so much of effort to in order to get a good result for you people. So if you get some good results, it's good for me and it's good for you as well. Not people, if you all are if you all are not referring them, I'm not required to give you all the recordings. If you go to a physical class, if you miss the class, that's it. What are you going to get? But here still I am recording everything with different LMS. To build the LMS, I spent millions actually. Facilities you are just missing the classes. After missing the classes, not giving a shit about watching the recording and coming to the next class. Class homework correct. No point of doing like that. If you have that kind of behavior and attitude, believe me, it's very difficult for you to climb up in the career ladder. Since I am coming from corporate people, I am telling with my experience. When it's come to the corporate world, you can't survive. Simple as that. If there are any tasks and the jobs that you are given with where you have to fulfill, you have to fulfill. Have to fulfill because it's your responsibility. You're also saying people, studying is your responsibility. The parents are spending money, they are hard-earned money, no. Just think and see, you have a kid, okay, you are working so hard and you are somehow making the payment for the classes, okay. After that, your son or daughter is coming and telling, mom, I didn't attend the classes this month. I'll attend the classes from next month. How you will feel? How you will feel? In same way, your parents also will feel people. In common, I am telling for everyone, not everyone. If you miss classes due to in any of the emergency reasons, people, okay, no problem. But you have good 6 days, no, before you attend the next class. And you have the complete live class recording. If you sit and wait, and you can increase the speed of the recording also. So 2-hour recording, you can finish off within 1.5 hours if you increase the speed. So within 1.5 years, just going through the entire recording and writing down the notes and getting that understanding. If you all are not putting that effort, people, ඔයාට කරන ලොකු වැරද්දක් ඒකේ වගේම ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ parents කරත් කරන ලොකු වැරද්දක්. Don't do it. Don't do it. So from my end, I am providing all the facilities for you. So let's keep that part aside. Somehow, as I was explaining, if business pays any personal payment of the owner, it is considered as drawings. Drawings will reduce the equity. Equity reduction is a debit. And 2 impacts are there always. From other side, cash is decreasing. Cash decreases is a credit. Do not forget that. Cool. Now let's move to the T accounts, people. T accounts. Cash debit, sales credit. Cash debit, 50,000, no? Cash debit, 50,000. Sales credit. We don't have a sales account. So let's open a sales account. Cash debit. Sales account. Sales credit. 50,000. Cash debit. Cash account debit. Cash account debit. Sales account credit. Now switch the names. Here you write cash and here you write sales. This is the transaction number 5. Transaction number 5. Cash debit, sales credit. If you are done, post a D in the chat box. Good. Now let's go to the next one. Insurance. Everyone tell me. Insurance is what for the business? Income for the business or expense for the business? Insurance is income for the business or expense for the business? Tell me. Insurance. Expense. So write that first. Write that first. Insurance account is expense for the business. Expense. Expense for the business. And here, people, you are paying the insurance. When you are paying the insurance, what will happen to the cash? What will happen to the cash, people? Cash will increase or decrease. Cash will increase or decrease when you are paying the insurance. Cash will decrease. Cash asset is decreasing. Cash asset is decreasing. Salli යනවනේ. Insurance ගෙවති salli එනවද salli යනවද? When you are paying to the insurance company, tell me people. When you are paying to the insurance company, salli එනවද salli යනවද ඔයාගෙන්? salli යනවා අඩු වෙනවා minus. What's the value? 7,000. Insurance account debit. So expense increases debit, asset decreases credit. Expense increases debit, asset decreases credit. Expense increases debit, asset decreases credit. Insurance debit, cash credit. Insurance debit, cash credit. So we don't have account. Let's open another one. Insurance debit. Insurance account. 7,000. Insurance debit, cash credit. Insurance. Here you can write cash. Cash. Insurance debit, cash credit. Insurance debit, cash credit. Okay, done. Done the done. Insurance debit, cash credit. 7,000. Good. Next one. මෙදා පාර වැරද්දුවා නම් අය ගෙදරටම ඇවිල්ලා එල්ලනවා බාල්කේ. For sure. Normally people listen carefully when they say just word purchase. When they use the just word purchase, they are not telling you purchased a van, or they are not telling you purchased a car. They are not telling whether you have purchased a land. They are not telling whether you have purchased a motor vehicle. They are not telling whether you have purchased inventory. They are not telling anything. If they just use the word purchase, කවුරු හරි දන්නවනම් කියන්න ඒක car purchase, the van purchase, the building purchase, the land purchase, the or stock purchase, the mock-up purchase. If they just use the word purchase, cash කොහොමද purchase කරන්නේ? Purchase කරන්නේ මොකක් හරි බඩුවන්නේ සල්ලි දීලානේ purchase කරන්නේ ඊත. ඔය අරන් තියෙන්නේ land එකක්ද, building එකක්ද, car එකක්ද, van එකක්ද, house එකක්ද, what you have purchased? What? By giving some cash, you have purchased something. What is that? Zagir correct. Ethan correct. If you know. දන්නවනම් විතරක්. If they just say purchase people, they are not required to tell. It is kanavara. It is stock or inventory. Tell me another name. Stock or inventory or another name. Good. Now tell me. Yeah. Purchase of stock 40,000. Purchase of stock 40,000. Purchase of stock. Purchase of stock. Purchase of stock. Which account? Purchase of stock. Which account? Okay, cash is going out. I am not talking about the cash going out. I am not talking about the cash reduction. I need the name of other account. Purchase of stock. Inventory. Purchase of stock. Inventory. Purchase of stock. Inventory. Always. You have to write in which account. කියන්නේ මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අහන අදම අහන 8 වෙනි පාරද කොහෙද? Purchase of stock. ලියන account එක මොකක්ද කියන්න. cash account එක අමතක කරන්න. මට cash account එක එපා. ඒක හරි. cash account එක හරි. cash account is correct. I need the next account's name. What is the next account's name? Yunus correct, Zakir correct, Methugi correct. Janumenan correct. මෙච්චර මේ කට කැඩෙනකන් ඕගොල්ලොන්ට 100 පාරක් විතර කිව්වා. Purchase of stock, purchase of stock. මෙච්චර මේ ලොකුවට දාලා තියෙනවා. Purchase of stock, purchase of stock in the purchase account කියලා කී පාරක් කියන්නද ළමයි. අමතක කරන්න එපා. Purchase of stock, purchase of stock, purchase of stock. Balanda which account in the purchase account, which is an expense account. අමතක කරන්න එපා. amnesia දොච්චරට අමතක කරන්න. මේ දැන් කියන එක මතක නෑනේ. Purchase of stock, purchase of stock. මෙච්චර clearly කියලා දෙනවා හිමින් ඒත් අමතක කරනවානේ. Purchase of stock ලියන්නේ purchase expense account එකේ. accounting equation chapter එකට විතරයි ඔක asset එකක් වෙන්නේ. under the stock. Only for the accounting equation chapter. Just forget about the accounting equation chapter. Now we are doing the very double entries. For the accounting equation chapter, only purchase of stock is asset. For all the remaining chapters, purchase of stock is a purchase expense. Purchase of stock is purchase expense. Do not forget. Previous transaction also I told the same. No, එච්චර කියලා දැන් බලත් දෙනවනේ. Previous transaction number 3 එක බලන්න. මේක purchase of stock on credit. Then purchase of stock on cash. දෙකේම ගත්තේ stock මගුල. stock එක ගත්තනම් ඔය මගුල ලියන්න ඕනේ purchase account එකේ. Do not forget. Purchase of the stock should be there in the purchase expense account. Do not forget. In the accounting equation chapter only, it will be there under the asset. A chapter එකට විතරයි asset. A chapter එකට විතරයි accounting equation chapter එකට විතරයි. Apart from that, any of the purchase of bloody stock will come to the purchase expense account. අමතක කරන්න එපා ඔක. කී පාරක් කියන්න. So here, cash purchase. So first you have to write it in your purchase account. Purchase account, I'll directly copy from the third one. Purchase account, and this time you are paying cash. You are paying cash. You are purchasing from cash. Then what is happening to the cash people? Cash increasing or decreasing? If you are purchasing by paying cash, cash is decreased. Cash asset is decreased. Credit. What's the amount? 40,000. 40,000. Purchase account debit. Cash account credit. Purchase account debit. Cash account credit. Purchase account debit. Cash account credit. 40,000. So purchase account already we opened one. Na? Itara daganna. Purchase account debit. Cash account credit. 40,000. Here write purchase. and here write cash. Transaction number 7. Purchase account debit, cash account credit. If you all are done, post the letter D in the chat box. Okay. With that, you tell me the double entry for the 12th one. line කරන්නද? බඩු ගන්න එක. විකුණන්නේ නැත්තම් කියන්නේ. මන්න නෙමෙයි. බඩු ගන්න විකුණන්න. Tell me the double entry for the 12th one. Everyone type the double entry. Properly type. With the account. With the account. Debit, whatever the account, credit, whatever the account. Type the double entry in the chat box. Type it. එකපාර දාන්න. එකපාර type කරන්න එක message එකක් විදියට. As one message type it. Debit මොන account එකද credit මොන account එකද කියලා type කරලා දාන්න. Transaction number 12. Transaction number 12. Debit මොන account එකද credit මොන account එකද කියලා type කරලා දාන්න. Transaction number 12. Which account is debit, which account is credit. Type it and send it in the chat box. So which account මේ තුල මොන account එකද කියලා මට කියන්න ඕනේ. ඒක cash account ද, equipment account ද, van account ද, car account ද අන්න එහෙම හරියට type කරලා දාන්න. Methuki has sent it. Let's see. Methuki correct. Good. Yunus only half is there. Where is the other half? Send the entire thing at once. 5 also half is there. 5 ගේ අනිත් half එකත් ආවා. හරි. 5 correct. 5 correct. Zakir correct. 3 people correct. 3 people correct. Yunus के भागे තියෙන්නේ. අනිත් භාගේ හැලිලා. Only 3 people sent it me correctly. Methula, this time debit and credit is missing. You have sent me the accounts. Debit එක මොන account එකද credit එක මොන account ද කියලා missing. ඒක දාලා ආයෙ යවන්න මෙතුල. ඕ තුන් දෙනයි දැම්මේ. අනිත් තුන් මොනවද කරන්නේ? අල්ල කනවද? ටක් ගාලා දාන්න. Quickly type it and send it. Dovina, Ethan, Evin, Janumenan, Lesandu, Manugi, Metuki, Senul, Yunus. Yunus correct. Yunus correct. Yunus එවුනාට දෙක මාරු කළා. Normally debit only you have to write first. Okay. Janumenan correct. 5. Janumenan correct. No, Janumenan wrong. Second entry is wrong. Your one is wrong. Janumenan wrong. Janumenan, you tell me purchasing of goods will increase the expenses or decrease the expenses. I clearly told no. Purchases of goods. Then යනවා ප්‍රශ්නාර්ථය යනවා බය වෙලා යනවා. කවන්න යන්න. Answer දෙන්න බැරි නම් යන්න. Increase. So January you have typed it as decreased. Tell me the Methula. Cash account. එතකොට ඔයා ඩෙබිට් දෙකක් දාලානේ. එකක් ඩෙබිට් වෙන්න ඕනේ, එකක් ක්‍රෙඩිට් වෙන්න ඕනේ. දෙකම ඩෙබිට් වෙන්න බෑනේ. Credit cash. Now correct. Now correct. Oh, කට්ටිය. People who are not sending වැඩක් නැහැ. කතා කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ. No point of talking about those people. Highly attitude කතා කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ. You tell whatever the shit that you want. I am not going to reply කියන scene එකේ ඉන්න කට්ටිය තමයි extremely disappointed about them. Will come, will come. Wait. Wait, Yunus, we'll come to that. Okay. So seventh one also done. Now let's do the eighth one. Paid to creditors. Paid. So when you are paying to the creditors, what's happening to the money? Everyone tell me. When you are paying to the creditors, what's happening to your money? Money is decreasing. Your cash asset is decreasing. Cash is decreasing. Cash decreases is a credit record. It is a credit record. Your cash asset is decreasing. Cash asset. So it's a credit. And from other end, you are paying to the creditors. You are paying to the creditors. You are settling the creditors. You are settling the creditors. When you are settling the creditors, what will happen to the liabilities? Liabilities decreasing. Liabilities decreasing. Liabilities decreasing. Trade creditors. So liability decreases is a what record, people? Tell me. Liability decreases is a what record? Check and tell me. Liability decreases is a debit record. Liability decreases is a debit record. Debit. Now let's write it. One side, your liability decreasing. Trade creditor liability is decreasing. And from other side, my cash is decreasing. Cash. Asset decreasing. What's the value? 20,000. 20,000. So liability decreases debit, asset decreases credit. Trade debtors debit, cash credit. Trade debtors debit, cash credit. Trade debtors debit, cash credit. 20,000. Trade debtors debit, cash credit. 20,000. Cash. Transaction number 8. Here, trade creditors. Trade creditors debit, cash credit. Done. Done. Next one. Obtained a bank loan. You took a bank loan. If you take a bank loan, people, you will get what? You will get money. You won't get toffee. You won't get biscuit. You will get money. So your asset is increasing. Asset increases. Cash asset. Cash asset increases. Asset increases debit. And from other side, what's happening? Our liabilities are increasing. Liabilities are increasing. What liabilities increasing? What liabilities increasing? Bank loan liability. Bank loan liability. Liability increases credit. Liability increases credit. So debit cash, credit bank loan. Debit cash, credit bank loan. Debit cash, credit bank loan. What is the amount? 200,000. 200,000. Debit cash, credit bank loan. So I'll open another account for the bank loan. Bank loan. Bank loan account. 200,000. Debit cash, credit bank loan. Done. Fixed deposit is there in this question, Yunus. Yeah, no. Yes. Next one is fixed deposit. Correct. But 5, 10. No, I'll make 8. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. 10th one. Deposited 100,000 in fixed deposit, people. So same transaction we did, people, when we were doing the accounting equation also. So if you open up a fixed deposit, what will happen to the fixed deposit? Your asset, one of the asset, fixed deposit asset is increasing. So one of your asset is increasing. Which asset is increasing? Fixed deposit asset is increasing. Fixed deposit. So it is debit. And from other end, so two impacts, no. Another asset is decreasing, your cash asset. Your cash asset is decreasing because your money only going inside the bank. So cash asset is decreasing. So it is credit. Fixed deposit asset increasing. Cash asset is decreasing. Fixed deposit asset is increasing. Cash asset is decreasing. So debit fixed deposit, credit cash. Debit fixed deposit, credit cash. So I'll open another account, fixed deposit. What's the amount? 200,000. Fixed deposit. Debit fixed deposit, credit cash. 100,000. Ah, yeah, no. Thank you. 100,000. Good. 100,000. 100,000. Done? Okay. People. I'm not going to do the remaining transactions. Okay. I'm not going to do the remaining transactions. What you should do, you have to do. If you are not doing, it's for you. If you do, it's for you. Simple as that. That's what I can tell. The 10 transactions that we did today, take maybe a waste calendar or waste paper, whatever. Those 10 transactions are there. Write the double entries for those 10 transactions again and prepare the T accounts again. Do another one more time. Here I have included 30 transactions. All are my transactions, people. Believe me, if you are good in these 30 transactions, your entire accounting life will become very easy, people. Believe me, yeah. Not only here, not only in your O levels, not only in your A levels, when you are doing the chartered people. Since I'm teaching, I know a lot of students are struggling in chartered also because they don't have the base proper. They don't have the base knowledge. That's the problem. So your O levels also will become easy, your A levels also will become easy. Your higher qualifications, not only chartered people, even you are doing a degree in finance and accounting, even in management, your life will become easy if you have the base properly. So you can get a solid base, people, if you are good in these 30 transactions. So that's why I am telling people, that's why I took so much of time to explain also. Put that effort from your side. Put that effort. This is not something, people, that you are going to end from here. Sometimes people, even you take math science, if you are not getting into the, if you are getting into the maths field, science will not be useful for you. If you are getting into the maths field, people, science field, the maths will not be useful for you. But people, accounts, it is something very important for you people, because finally you all are going to work for a bloody company. The language of the business is bloody accounts, people. You have to understand this language. If not, you can't survive in the corporate world without knowing the language of the business. You have to understand properly. Then you can outperform others. So small time investment you have to do. Max, it will take half an hour for you. Yes, today I took some time for you to explain. Lot of time to explain. We did only 10 transactions. No problem. Even I take 3 days to complete these 30 transactions, people. For me, it's not a problem at all. Because people, once you are properly solid in these 30 transactions, if you know the double entries properly for these 30 transactions, people, entire remaining journey will become very smooth journey, easy journey for us. It will be a piece of cake for us. So again, I am telling, just 10 transactions are there. Do these 10 transactions again. Take a waste calendar, write the double entries, and prepare the T accounts again. Is that clear? Can I get a confirmation in the chat box? Is that clear? Yes. Simply take a waste calendar. Simply take a waste calendar, waste paper, waste A4 sheet. Do these 10 transactions again. Not the remaining ones. Api adda karapu 10. The 10 transactions that we did today. Api adda karapu transactions 10 waste calendar එක පිටිපස්සේ ඔය ඉඩ තියෙනවනේ නැත්තම් waste tape එකක් හරි ගන්න. ආයෙ කරන්න. double entries ටික ආයෙ ලියන්න. T accounts ටික ආයෙ ගහන්න. ආයෙ කරන්න. Is that clear, people? Is that clear? I need a confirmation from everyone. I need a confirmation from everyone. Good. That's it for the day. That's it for the day. See you all next week. Tata bye.